Hello students, welcome to Btech360 and Career 360. A lot of you would be right now in the admission process because your scores are there, your ranks are there, your marks are there, everything is there with you, and you're exercising your option of where to go. Whether it should be a government medical college or a IIT, NIT, IIIT, GFTI, or private engineering colleges. And the other option that's opened up, because one is public institutions within the country and private institutions within the country. But now the third option that's opened up for most students in the country is the foreign universities which are setting up campus in India. This becomes a viable option because it's now government approved and UGC approved and UGC equivalent in terms of a qualification. While you're getting possibly a global degree which has global reputation, and wherever you go, you would be knowing that you would be known as an alumni of that particular college. That degree also is valid in India because you're studying in India. So what we'll discuss is the foreign universities in India, and we'll talk of the courses that they offer, the eligibility, the fees, the scholarships, English language requirements. Everything is what we're going to discuss as we move along, right? Now, why are we doing even this, right? That's because it's one of the more viable options at this point in time, or legitimate options at this point in time, because you have public institutions, you have private institutions, and now you have UGC approved institutions is what I'm about to talk about. Because the degree is equivalent to in India, and to that extent, it becomes a responsibility for us to talk to you about a third option that's come up since NEP came in, NEP 2020 came in, and these regulations, by the way, were formed in 2023, and the first set of campuses were set up last year, and this year it's only expanded, right? And if you want any counseling or any help or any kind of information on this, we opened a separate helpline number, which is 8130376334. Note it down, 8130376334, and you just message to us FOR, and one of our counselors will call you up, understand what your requirements are, and if need be, we'll also conduct a webinar and set up a meeting with the foreign universities also, so you can actually directly engage with them and have a conversation with them. So all those services we're doing with them because we actually have requested them and partnered with them to ensure that your doubts, any information that you want, any doubt that you have can be clarified by the university itself. So what we have is this particular number. Send us your message at FOR, and we'll actually have a counselor, first our own counselor, call you up, understand your requirements and set it up, right? So look at this as a student counseling advice. Now about these foreign universities. First of all, when the government of India talked of it, they said only the best must come into the country. So they set up 3 conditions, right? Or rather, on 3 conditions, any of the 3 conditions, you can set up a campus in India. Should be in the top 500 globally. Now, just to put things in perspective, there is only one institution in India, which is a private institution, which is now in the global top 500. Any university that's coming up from anywhere in the world must be in the top 500 globally. That's the first condition, right? Or within the top 500 globally, subject-wise ranking, because some are subject-wise, they're very, very good. So either they should be global top 500 university, or in the subject, say if you're setting up something in chemistry, in that subject they must be in the top 500. Or outstanding expertise in a particular area, which UGC, which is Universities Grants Commission, which is the regulatory body in India, will determine and then set it up. So it's only in any of these 3 conditions that a foreign campus or foreign university is allowed to set up a campus in India. Otherwise, you're not allowed. It is illegitimate. It is not legal. So that's the first part of it, that they only make sure that only the best in the world could set up campus in India. The second part of it is the quality standards. This is very, very important, because if they're setting up a campus in India and the price is lesser, are they going to reduce the quality of education? That's one thing that bothered, and the government and UGC addressed that also. They said offers education similar to main campus in curriculum, pedagogy, assessment, and other aspects also. Which means it must be exactly the same quality and standard of what is being offered in the main campus. The second thing is the faculty qualifications must be at par with those at the main campus. So if they are supposed to recruit only PhD faculty there, they are supposed to recruit PhD faculty here. If it is PhD faculty with 15 years work experience there, it must be the same here also. So that is another thing that's in it, right? And then international faculty appointed to teach in India must stay in India for at least 1 semester. Most of the universities now are ensuring that at least 1/3 of the faculty is international, and they stay here and teach you for 1 semester at least, right? So that is what foreign universities are working on. The program cannot be offered in online or open, because some of these foreign universities, what they do is they set up a campus in India, but they start teaching online. Now that is not permitted in the current case. They said not more than 10% can be online, right? It has to be less than 10%. Everything 90% should be in the classroom, in the teaching, where the foreign faculty or the Indian faculty come in with the same quality, same measurement, same assessment, same pedagogy, same curriculum must be taught in India. And the campus must have independent physical, academic and research infrastructure in India. So it cannot be, something which is where you are housing it in another university. It has to be a separate campus altogether. The physical infrastructure of the campus must be separated out from any other Indian entity. So that's another thing. So with these things, they ensure that the quality standards are there. Now the important thing is, whenever you study in an Indian university in India, you're protected. There are student protection measures that UGC has deployed. Now, are they also applicable for the foreign universities? The UGC also looked at that. So what did they do? The student protection measures is what they announced. No admission fee or fee collection before approval. So only after the approval comes in by UGC can the fee be collected. So if a university is collecting your fee, it means it's approved by the UGC. Then they said prospectus disclosure 60 days before admission. So there would be a prospectus, which is a legal document that is disclosed by the university 60 days before admission. Fees must be transparent. So it cannot be this fees, that fee and all. There should be one fee structure that is very, very transparent. Same status as home campus qualification. This is very important, which means if you're studying at University of Liverpool, you get a University of Liverpool degree, which is exactly similar to what you would get if you were studying in University of Liverpool. No difference. It's just that the India campus is what you're studying in, but the degree qualification is exactly the same. Right? So what it means is that wherever you go, you are actually a University of Liverpool alumni. And if you were to at any point in time have global ambitions of moving out of India or working anywhere in the world and all, because a lot of young people want to work wherever there is a good job, then this qualification is treated as a University of Liverpool qualification for all purposes. Now, the other thing is no separate equivalence needed in India, which means the way, typically a foreign university would need to have equivalent certificate in India. These campuses, whatever they offer, they are also UGC approved, which means the qualification is as good as a degree in India while you're actually getting a global degree. There is no other separate, need for an equivalent certificate that's required. It is a UGC approved qualification that's given in India by a global university. Then campus cannot suddenly close a course or program. Because each program and each campus is approved by UGC, any closure also has to be approved by UGC. So a university cannot overnight come and say, I'm closing this course or closing this campus. That is not permissible. Parent university is responsible for things go wrong. Remember, all these universities have been there for the last 200, 300, 400 years all over the world. So anything goes wrong in the Indian campus, the parent university becomes responsible. Right? And the grievance redressal mechanism. Assuming a student has any problem or grievance, then UGC has mandated that each of these universities must have a redressal mechanism where the complaint or issue of the student is redressed by the grievance redressal forum. So all the student protection measures is something that UGC has ensured it happens. Now the next part of it is oversight and penalties. Assuming something goes wrong, what happens, right? UGC has the power to visit the campus and examine the infrastructure, academic programs, operations, quality and suitability. So UGC has kept with itself the right to inspect the campus at any point in time. So if you get complaints to UGC, this will happen also. Then UGC can cancel, suspend or withdraw approval if the campus violates regulations, fails to honor undertakings, suppresses facts, engages in unapproved operations or runs activities programs against India's interest. So at any point in time, if the university were to do anything which the government of India or the Ministry of Education or the UGC feels is not in the right spirit because they suppressed facts, they did not do what has been promised, they, what the commitments were, are they failing in them, then UGC can withdraw or suspend the university also. All these are oversight and penalties that UGC has also imposed on the university. With all these things, what you're getting is education in India by a foreign university which is globally accepted and globally acclaimed at possibly Indian prices also. Because the price in India is much, much dramatically lower than what you would get if you were to study outside of India. The only thing is the immersion is not completely global in the sense that when you go abroad and study, it's global immersion also. In this particular case, it might not be the case. But a good option for students who are at some point in time want to study outside of India, a UGK you can do in India, in the global campus, in the foreign university campus in India, and then do a PG there. And most of these people also are giving pathway programs, which means you can do 3 years here and exit with the 4th year degree there with all the visa restrictions and regulations that apply to a student who is exited from or studied at a foreign university. And that's a good possibility here for students who are looking at some point in time studying outside of India. Right now they are restricted because of the geopolitical situation that we have in the world. right? Now let's talk of some of the universities that we have in the country, right? Now, while they're doing that, you must also understand one of the business models of all these universities, right? Only those universities which get the best students will succeed. Because when you have the best students, the best faculty also comes in. And when you have the best students and best faculty, best companies also come for placement. That's a simple thing that you need to work on. It all starts with the best students joining in. And the foreign universities know that better than anyone else. So most of these universities have declared scholarship program. So while I'm going to talk about the fee structures and all, if you're a very good student, you will also have scholarship. And if you're not a good student, you'll also be rejected even if you want to go and admit yourself there. It's very aspirational. Not everyone can get an admission here. And if you're a good student, you'll also get an admission with a scholarship here. Because these universities have declared about 1,000 crore worth of scholarship over the next 3-5 years across some of the universities. And that's all because they want to ensure that in the first couple of years, they get the best student in and create that cycle where the best start joining in, because earlier, the best students were already studying there. So that is what they're doing in. Let me show you some of the universities that are there where, if you want a conversation with them, we can enable that whole thing. The first one is University of Bristol, right? This was established in 1876 in UK. It's a UK-based university. It's 57th best university in the world, which makes it the best. If you just look at it at a rank process level, it is the best university that India has at this point in time, because even the best public institution in the country is about 120 rank or something like that. So 57th best global university in the world, based in United Kingdom. There are 2 campuses they have. They have 496 programs at their home campus, parent campus, and they have about 31,000 students studying there across these 496 programs, right? Of these 31,000, about 35%, which is 10,900 students, are international students. So that is what University of Bristol is, and they set up a campus in Mumbai. Now, what is the thing that they're doing here? It's in Mumbai. The campus is right now operational. Admission is direct admission. As I told you, you can send a message on that number, and I'll be happy to deal with that also. And it is UGC approved at this point in time. The total intake, remember I told you that they have a total 30,000 students. The total intake in India for the first year is just 300 students. So not even 1% of what they actually have anywhere else is what they're trying to recruit in the first year, because it's a good beginning for them. It's a beginning for them, so they want to restrict, get the best quality students, and then move on from there. Right? That's University of Bristol. Now the next one is University of Bristol. What are the programs, by the way? The program that they offer is BSc in Data Sciences, BSc in Economics, BSc in Economics and Data Science, MSc in Finance and Investment, MSc in FinTech with Data Science, and MA in Immersive Arts. These are all 3-year programs. These are 1-year programs. Now, one of the things you must remember is in UK and all, everything is a 3-year program. There are no 4-year programs. And there is no Btech there the way we have it here. So it's all BSc programs. But all these programs will lead you to a master's program also there. So typically the education period in India, in abroad is not 4+2, but it's 3+1, which means you also save 2 years in the thing, right? And the cost is here, and the number of seats is also here. But most importantly, you must know that there are also a lot of scholarships that are being offered by these universities. So it is for you to decide how to go about doing this. Now, when you say 45 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees per annum, but with scholarship, hopefully, if you are a very good student, you'll also get a scholarship, and that makes it comparable with possibly, some of the liberal universities that you have in the country, and that is what one is gunning for at this point in time. And you also have the eligibility. You can take a screenshot of that. The next one is University of York, right? This is established in 1963 in UK. It's 158th best university in the world at this point in time. In UK, they have 2 global campuses. They have 450 programs and about 19,277 students, of which 4,428 are international students. This is in the main campus, and they have 2 campuses. One is in Helsinki, and the other one is in Hull York Medical School University. Right now, in India, it's now it's operational already in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It's already open, direct admission, UGC approved, and their total intake is 170. Again, less than 1% of the total students that are studying in their York main campus. What are the programs that they're offering? They're offering BA in Business Management, which is similar to what we have as BBA, BSc Honours Economics, BSc Honours Computer Science, which is similar to what you have BS Computer Science, Btech Computer Science, BSc Honours Science with Computer Science with AI, BSc Honours CS with Cyber Security, and BA Honours Business or Creative Industries. Now, this is very good for people who want to be in Bombay and want to be a part of the creative industries there. But these are the 6 programs that they offer. Total intake, as I told you, is about 170, 180, 30 each for these ones, and creative arts is only 20. So in all, 170 students is what they're looking for, and the fee also is there for you. But if you're a good student, again I repeat, there might be a scholarship. If you're not a good student, you will not even get an admission. So just be clear about that. The next one is University of Aberdeen ranking, right? Now, University of Aberdeen is 530 years old. It's established in 1495 in UK. 530 years old. Just imagine the legacy and history of the university, which is established in 1495. They're setting up a campus in India, right? The ranking is 288 world over, right? Based out of the UK-based university, they have 4 world campuses. They have 626 programs, 11,864 total number of students, of which 2,356 are international students. That is what we speak at this point in time, right? And they actually have a Doha campus also, and Zomba Theological College in Zomba also they have a campus. Now they have a Mumbai-based campus I told you earlier. It's Mumbai-based. It's already open, direct admission, UGC approved, and total seats is 170. Now, what are the programs that Aberdeen offers? The Aberdeen offers a 3+1. It's actually a master's program that you do. So it's an integrated dual degree, master's program is what they do. Which typically in India, when you do a 4-year program, it's a bachelor's program. Because in UK the undergrad is 3 year and master's is 1 year. They actually what they do is an integrated master's program is what they created, which essentially is MA Honors in Business Management, which is a 4-year program. Only 40 seats. BSc Honours Computer Science, which is a 4-year program by the way, 40 seats. BSc Honours Data Science, 40 seats and 4-year program again. And MA Honours Economics, which is again a 4-year integrated program of 40 seats. So in all they have 160 seats, and these are the programs that they're offering at this point in time. The next one that you have is Illinois Institute of Technology, which is again a US based. Till now I talked to you about the UK based universities. This is a US based university which is setting up a campus in India. Illinois is very well known for its computer science department in USA, and they're setting up a campus in India. These people also gave a 2+2 or 3+1 kind of a pathway if you succeed well. If you are a very good student, they'll also ensure that you study here for the first 2-3 years and then get the exit degree from USA, which means that you get all the benefits of a student who is studied at Illinois Institute of Technology there, which means the 3-year work visa, all those things will also be applicable, right? But of course, obviously, you need to go through the visa restrictions, which is by yourself. They will ensure that you get a admission there, or they will make sure that there is a transition from here to there as far as you are concerned. Now, Illinois was set up in 1890 in USA, which means it's the 136 years old. The global ranking is 620, but for the subject that we're talking about, which is computer science, it's much better. It's based out of the home country is USA. They have 4 global campuses. They have 244 programs and 7,327 students, of which international is almost half of them, is 3,850. Right now, the campus in India is in Mumbai, already open, direct admission, and UGC approved, and total seats is only 160. So the total number of seats that they're offering at this point in time is 160. Now, what are the programs that they're offering? BS in Artificial Intelligence, which is a 4-year program. Now, these are all 4-year programs, mind you. BS Computer Science, which is a 4-year program. BS Business and Information Technology, which is a 4-year program. BS Business Administration, which is a 4-year program. And the fee is here, but do wish for a scholarship because it's US-based university. They're very strict about the quality of student that they take. And they also have a mandate that every student must get at least 25% scholarship if the student is actually likely to be admitted. So the fee comes down to that extent, right? But the important thing that you need to know is that it's a very reputed university as far as these programs are concerned. So it will be very difficult for you to get in unless you are a very good student. So, if you need more information, talk to our people. I've already showed you the number, and from there we take off. Now, the next one is Victoria University, Australia-based university. This was established in 1992 in Australia. 696 is the world ranking, but in subject ranking, it is very good. It's an Australia-based university. They have 7 global campuses, 94 programs, 15,581 students in all, of which 3,500, which is about 20% being international students. Now, the campus, University of Victoria, is in Gurugram in Delhi NCR. It's already open and direct admission, UGC approved. They only have 140 seats, which means again less than 1% of the seats are being offered in India. What are the programs that they offer? Bachelor in Business, Bachelor of Information Technology, Bachelor of Data Science, and Bachelor of Cybersecurity. And the fee structure is here, and the number of seats is 35 each in each of these programs. So very limited quantity is what they take. Then the next one is University of Liverpool. This was established in 1881 in United Kingdom, 1881. So we're dealing with about 150 years kind of a legacy. 139 best university in the world, QS ranking. Origin country is United Kingdom. Total global campuses are 3 campuses, 452 programs, 28,175 students is what they have, of which 8,578, which is about close to 30%, are international students. That's the campus for you. Now, this campus is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. It's already opened, direct admission, UGC-approved. They only have 240 seats. So again, less than 1% of the total intake that they have, or total students that they have would be an intake this time around from India. Now, what are the campuses that their programs have at this point in time? CS BSc Honours, Biomedical Science, which is a very good program, by the way. Anyone who is the Life and Allied Sciences, you must look out for this program. CS with Software Development BSc, Business Management, Accounting and Finance BSc, and Game Design. Right, Business Management, CS with Software Development, Biomedical, and Computer Science. So there are 6 programs that they have, and some of them have 30 seats, and some have 2 of them have 60 seats, which is BBA and Computer Science BSc Honours. 60 and balance all are 30 seats, right? You also have the fee, right? And you would also, if you're a good student, as I told you, will always get a scholarship. And the eligibility conditions are here. But again, as I keep repeating, if you want to talk more, understand more, please do write to us, and we'll be happy to, like I've shown you the number earlier also, right? The best solution for you is, if you want to talk, if you're very interested, right, messages on this particular number which I'm about to show you. And what we'll do is, now this is the number. So if you want anything, messages on this number, 8130376334, and message FOR. This code is very important, so that only a counselor who understands foreign education would call you up, and based on your interest, they will also set up a meeting with the foreign university that I described. And it is for you to obviously take a call. We are just covering this for one simple reason. Till now, you are dealing with public institutions and private institutions. The third option that's been opened up by the government of India, which is UGC-approved, is these particular universities. It is for you, obviously, to decide which one is better for you, depending on the choices that you have in front of you. But because this has become a legitimate option at this point in time, we're covering it for you. I hope you get into the best college, best course. But the important thing for me always is to keep you informed of all the options that are available, which is what we're doing. Thank you so much. Namaste.